to ask you a question. Do you actually know what it is that you want? I think for so many of us, we have pushed down the desires of our heart so far because we wrote them off as impossible before we even had a chance to try. We were told for years and years that you could never achieve that. This is just what it is. This is the life that is for you. That might be for other people, but not for you. They're different. You can't have that. But I want to tell you that they are not different. If you admire the lifestyle that somebody has, and you think to yourself, oh, that must be nice. Wouldn't that be great? Oh, I wish I could afford a house like that, or I wish I could have a boat or a nice car, or whatever it is for you. Or they look so happy. They have so much freedom. They don't have to work 10 to 12 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week. I mean, some people work an enormous amount of hours. So if you look at somebody else's lifestyle and you think that would be nice, and then you push the thought away as quickly as it came in, and you're not allowing yourself to think, well, what if I could have that? What if that could be for me too? You're not even allowing yourself to desire something. You're stopping it before it can build because you don't want to be disappointed. We have been so programmed to believe that this is just the way that it is, and you really can't have all these special things. Those are for special people, and they're not for everybody. But it's simply not true. All of us, although we may look different on the outside, our behaviors and our actions might be a little bit different, but we are all made from the same thing. We are essentially all the same. So if one person can have success in any realm, any other person can. But you need to build your awareness for that. You need to build your understanding. You need to change your programming. You need to change all of these other layers in order to be able to do that. But the first thing you need is to have a desire that's even worth working towards. So my challenge for you today, I want you to start thinking about what you want, what you actually want. I see so many people come to me and they think, I want more money. Okay, great. That's a great goal. It's measurable. We can work with this. But why and how much? And we don't even know that. So I don't know. I just want more. I don't want to have to stress. I don't want to have to worry about bills. I don't want to have to be concerned about whether or not I'm going to be able to pay them. I don't want to have to think about how are we going to get groceries the next day? How are we going to be able to keep our house? Am I going to lose my job? Like all of these things that we stress about around money. I think money is one of the biggest stressors in our society. So it's understandable to come with a goal of wanting more money. Absolutely. But why? Why do you want more money? It's not just about the bills. Look at the lifestyle. So this is my challenge. I want you to allow your imagination to really run free. Set it free. Picture yourself living that lifestyle. What do you actually desire? I don't want you to think about any guilt or shame or shouldn't or wouldn't or any of that when you do this exercise. Think only about what you actually want. What do you want? If you don't know what you want, you can never have it. You've got to know first. You have to have an idea of where you want to go. What type of life do you want to live? What does a perfect day look like for you? What time do you wake up? Where are you going? What do you enjoy doing? Do you love boating? Do you love being on the water? Do you love hiking in the mountains? Do you love being inside? What is it for you? Do you want a large house? Do you want a medium house? Or maybe you're happy with a small house and you want to travel. But what do you actually want? Not what you could settle for or what you think you could get right now, but what do you really, really want? Once you can create this picture, start to list out what are your desires? What are the things that you want the most? What type of house do you want to live in? Where do you want that house to be? How do you want your relationships to look in your life? We are nothing without our relationships. So think of the ones you currently have and the type of relationships you desire that maybe you don't have in your life right now, but you really want them. So what do those look like? How do you communicate? What type of, is it just joy and love? What type of feeling do you have in these relationships? So look at all of these little details. What kind of impact are you making? How are you helping your community or society in general? How much money do you need? Now I want you to actually start to calculate this out. So think about the things that you want at least in the next year to start with, and then beyond. But start with the next year. So what are the different things that you want to purchase or have money for in this next year? And be specific. I want you to think about daily things as well, like your rent or mortgage, your gas, your groceries, your electricity bill, like all of those specific things, phone bill, and then all of the things that you desire to purchase in this next year. Is there a new car that you want to get within this next year? Do you want to move? Is there a new house that you want in this next year? What do you want before 1 year from now? July 1st of 2026, what do you want to be able to purchase? And then estimate the cost for each and every one of these things. And then that will give you at least an amount. Now you know how much you want to earn in the next year in order to live the lifestyle you actually desire, not one you can settle for, but the lifestyle you desire. And then we also know why we want these things, why you want the money for these specific things, all of these things that you laid out. Include in there any donations you want to be able to make, any other charitable things that you want to be able to do. So all of that stuff, I want you to be really specific. And again, allow your imagination to run wild here. As you're making your list, do not spend one single thought on how you're going to make this happen. We don't need to worry about the how. We just need to worry about the what and the why. We need to build that desire and understand where that desire is coming from. You have to allow yourself to picture yourself with all of these things already in your possession. Because this is the foundation for being able to live the life that you want. So if you don't actually know what you want, you haven't allowed yourself to dream, then you can never get it. So expose yourself to different ideas. Look at other people's lifestyles. Look at other things. And don't look at it and say, yeah, that would never happen. Don't say that at all. Just say, yeah, I would love to have that. Yes, this is actually the kind of car that I would really love to have. I've always wanted it, but I never allowed myself to think about it. So allow yourself to think about it now. You deserve it. And this is the first step that's going to get you there. So what do you want?